We think the Irish would love that song.
What's it called? Hiki ni Boppa.
Hier kom die bokke.
Hier kom die
Here
bokke.
come me Boppa.
I think we're already playing that on our show.
It's Taylor Swift and Here Come
Hickety
Me Boppa.
Boppa.
Yeah, Cruel Summer and then that.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite. We do enjoy playing that sort of music.
So ons heel eerste challenge wat ons gehad het vir ons Radio Rugby Challenge was teen Skotland. Ons het die Skotte gewen. Roemenië not so much. Hulle speel nie rugby nie, hulle praat ook nie Engels nie. Maar ons het inderdaad 'n paar vriende gekry wat ook op 'n drive show is aan die ander kant van die wêreld. Al die pad in Dublin, Ireland is Graham en Nathan van FM 104. What's up, guys?
Hi guys.
Good afternoon, Doepie and Nina coming in all the way from Dublin on FM 104. Do you hear us okay?
We hear
Yes.
you perfect, loud and clear. Can you guys hear us?
Oh, we can hear you. You both have very sexy voices. And I have to say, we're a little bit startled right now, myself and Graham, because we only found out that your name is Doepie. We've been calling you Jacques for months.
Yeah, but now you're giving away my alter ego. So, you know.
Now he's going to get stalked on Facebook.
Listen here, boys. So, out of our pool, we've had a really difficult pool, I think, in terms of the teams that got selected. We were very cautious of Scotland. Obviously, you guys are ranked number 1 in the world for a reason. So, the only other competition we really saw in our pool as the Springboks, the reigning World Cup champions, was Ireland. And that's why we decided this Rugby Radio Challenge is going to be fantastic. We are so thankful that you guys are willing to back your boys. But what are your ideas going into this weekend's match against the Springboks?
Well, a little birdie told me that, Doepie, you've been in contact with producer Niamh, our producer on the show, and you've been very, very confident in the fact that the Springboks are actually going to beat Ireland. And to be honest, myself and Nathan were chatting, and we don't really know where this confidence comes from. We're number 1 in the world, as you said. We're currently top of Pool B, and the last 2 times we've met, we've bet you. So I don't actually understand where the confidence is coming from, Doepie and Nina. Maybe you could share where your confidence is coming from.
So we have had a few rough weeks before the World Cup, but I think beating New Zealand just before the World Cup started kind of was a nice kickstart for us.
Everyone is beating New Zealand these days.
Yeah, they're all news.
On.
You've got to start somewhere, guys. And I feel that the Boks are peaking at just the right time. It's a different game playing in a World Cup than just playing somewhere in Dublin, you know?
I hear what you're saying, Nina, but look, 2 words. Johhny Sexton, okay? He has enormous thighs, and we're getting him in his prime. This is only the beginning of his career.
Well, Nathan, I actually think he's retiring at the end of this tournament.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry to break it to you.
Oh, wow.
This is his final few games for his country.
Let me just interrupt, because I've been hearing all this talk about Johhny Sexton. You guys only have one name that you can pronounce the whole time, or that you want to put forward the whole time. I mean, let me just start from the start, all right? So we lost our main hooker, Malcolm Marx, who is an absolute beast. Then you have guys like R.G. Snyman. You have Eben Etzebeth, right? You have Dwayne Vermeulen. You have Faf himself. You have Cheslin Colby. Who should I keep on going, guys?
Shall I start talking about their thighs?
Well, we're big fans of bringing in players who actually aren't Irish at all, like Josh van der Fleer and Mac Hansen. So that's kind of our tactic going along this way. So that's what we're going to do with this World Cup, you know?
Okay.
Well, do you...
It didn't work out for the Scots. They've got 3 South Africans in their team. Didn't help them much.
Oh, well, they're nobodies. They're also Rans. Don't worry about them.
Our players-
Why would you take any of them?
I will say about our players, they're more than rugby players. They're also very talented off the pitch. Isn't there one player, Graham, you might be able to refresh my hazy
Let me
memory?
just get my phone here, yeah?
But there is a rugby player who is an avid gardener.
Yes, it is. It's a Peter O'Mahony.
Peter O'Mahony, guys, he has a glorious garden when he's not tackling men to the ground wearing very small shorts. He's tending to a hedge.
Yeah, that is true. Well, good rugby knowledge, Nathan.
Thank you.
Nothing like a good hedging on the weekend.
You said it, Doepie.
Listen, boys. All right. So this is the way it works. Is we challenge a radio show in a competing country before we play them on the weekend, and then we give each other a challenge. And after that, if everybody's decided to accept the challenge, then we will go on, and the losing country needs to execute that on air at the soonest available time. But unfortunately, this weekend, it's a South African long weekend, so we'll only be able to execute this on Tuesday, but you guys are going to be on air on Monday.
That is correct.
All right, so should we go first, or would you guys like to go first and give us a dare in case, not that it's going to happen, but just so you guys feel better, if the Springboks lose this weekend, a challenge from your show to ours?
Well, let's just get yours out of the way because we won't have to be doing yours. So
Yeah.
let's just get that out of
Just
the way.
a waste of time.
And we'll concentrate on ours then, which you most definitely will be doing. So off you go, Doepie and Nina. What would you like us to do in the non-event that Ireland will lose to the Springboks?
Okay, so when the Springboks beat Ireland, we would like you guys to sing the South African national anthem on air. And remember that there's 4 verses in 4 different languages. And you've got to sing all 4 of them. And then we've got a classic rugby song that came from the first time that we won the World Cup. 1995, we won the first World Cup. We've won 3, just in case you've forgotten that. It's called Hiko Boka. And we would like you to play that song.
And not just a little snippet. We want the whole thing played in its entirety on your show.
We think the Irish would love that song.
What's it called? Hiki ni Bapa.
Hier kom die bokke.
Hier kom die
Here
bokke.
come me Bapa.
I think we're already playing that on our show.
It's Taylor Swift and Here Come Me
Hickety
Bapa.
Baka.
Yeah, Cruel Summer and then that.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite. We do enjoy playing that sort of music.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. No problem.
That's fine.
Okay, so you
That sounds good to
guys
us.
accept now. We keen on the challenge because obviously this was our little baby that we cooked up. So what do you guys have in store for us?
Okay, so I'll begin and then Nathan, I'll tag you in then to take over.
Sounds good.
Okay. So Doepie and Nina, our plan is, to a bit of background, I did a bit of travelling a few years ago and I came across this fruit in Central America. It is called a durian fruit, but we like to nickname it the ass fruit. It is the most disgusting thing I have ever eaten in my life.
You said it smells and tastes of ass.
That's why we call it the durian ass fruit.
But
So
why does
our-
he know what ass tastes like?
Now, Doopy, please don't interrupt my boy when he's in a flow. Over to you, Graham.
Doopie, that is a question that does get asked multiple times when I bring this up, but we like to kind of just shuffle away from it. We want yourself and Nina to eat a durian fruit each live on air. Nathan, there is a caveat.
Look, there is a caveat, guys. You're going to have to try and find this durian ass fruit. Believe me, we have spent weeks trying to track down this fruit. We didn't realise that we have a cohort of South African listeners that listen to our show. One in particular, a very sweet lady called Nicoline. She is from Pretoria, but she lives in Ireland. Her children live in Linwood, the place where your station, GROOTfm, is based. And we've been ringing up fruit shops. I'm talking Menlo Park Fruit and Veg, Fruit Stop, Dallas Fruit and Veg. Heck, at one stage, we rang Impala in Joburg to try and find this durian ass fruit, and they just sold it. No
So-
fruit in that shop anymore, so
they
we
had
need you guys.
some of these ass fruits, but they don't have any more.
Yeah,
Well, there will be somewhere.
there will be.
There
Come
will
on.
be. We're coming from the other side of the world trying to organise
It's
this.
difficult.
We're now going to pass the buck to you guys. So when Ireland beats South Africa, you have, I say, a beautiful cohort of listeners there. I'm sure somebody will be able to deliver it to your station this week or next week, excuse me. And if not, we do have a backup plan where we do have people who are flying from South Africa to Ireland and back in a week or two, and we will be able to give them the fruit if you can't find it there. Now, we do have to kind of not worry about all customs and getting fruit through. That's all red tape we don't like to worry about too much. But that is our dare and our
we're
challenge.
willing to delay it, aren't we?
If you are willing to delay,
we are stubborn people, Doepie and Nina. We have a dream. We want you to eat this ass fruit. And you know what? Deep down, I believe both of you want to eat the ass fruit.
Okay, guys. So if I understand you guys correctly, we need to execute something on Monday. Maybe we'll just touch base and sing each other praises or whatever. But the actual execution of the challenge needs to happen once we've found ourselves an ass fruit.
Challenge accepted.
Oh,
That's what I
yes.
like to hear. Okay. Well, now it's over to Ireland and South Africa. Come on.
Listen,
Farrell,
boys.
do the business.
Yeah, I think out of all of the World Cup games we've seen so far, this is going to be the big one. Everything else was a bit of an upset, and we've had a few that kind of just didn't make any sense. But out of all of the top rugby nations in the world, this is almost like a final, if you want to call it that. So, guys, good luck to the Irish boys. We know we are bringing the fire. We are backing our boys, and we will be touching base with you over the weekend because, when the Boks win, I'll look for an ass fruit. We don't really need an ass fruit. If you want to send us one just for a present, then that's fine. We'll put it in a glass case and frame it somewhere here. But other than that, we'll probably be speaking to you guys on Monday so we can hear you guys sing our
Nkosi
beautiful
Sikeleli.
national anthem.
No, we look forward to hearing you eat ass.
Doepie, all
Fruit.
you have to do is
Fruit.
open your fridge door. I know you have a big stock of ass fruit in there.
Listen, we had this just so you guys know, we had this conversation on air the other day, and I spoke to Nina about stuff she has in her refrigerator, and she mentioned to me that she's one of those people, if the cheese has mold on it, she doesn't chuck it out. She just cuts the mold off and she carries on eating it. And I had a cheese sandwich at her house, so there's a better chance of her fridge being full of ass than mine.
I'll take that.
It was right in front of us this whole time.
Okay,
Well,
guys.
Doepie and Nina, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely fantastic
It's an
talking
honour.
to you guys. And we look forward to hearing you execute our challenge early next week. Fingers crossed.
Chat again next
Boys,
week,
you guys are legends. Chat next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Bye.